How's it going, guys? My name is Aiden and this is my first video. So today's going to be kind of like a maintenance video. I'm going to be doing an oil change on my car, putting my full exhaust pack on, and then pulling my rear fenders so I can lower the back a little bit more and get that fitment, dialed in better without rubbing my tire or my lip of my wheel really bad, which I've already done. Probably the only thing I hate about owning a static vehicle is working on it. It's really hard to get the car up in the air. You need wood, possibly multiple jacks, a low profile jack. But yeah, it's one of the hardest things to do when owning this lowered car. So what I do is I usually keep it in my trunk. So I can drive up onto the wood, either 1 or 2 blocks at a time. And then I can, fit the jack underneath easier because it's, even the low profile jack has a hard time getting under here. It's super close to the ground. I'm probably gonna start off by doing my exhaust first. I kind of want to get that thing out of the way, done. I've been running open downpipe for a while now, just because I figured I'd be too low and would scrape off my V-band clamp. But I'm honestly not so sure that I'm gonna scrape that off, so I'm just gonna send it and put the whole thing on, see if it'll come off or not. If it does, that sucks. I'll just get it welded. But if not, then hey. After that, I'm probably gonna be doing my oil change and then doing my rear fenders last. I do want to roll and pull them. And then I don't know if I'm gonna be lowering the car today because I will need an alignment, and I have -9 degrees of camber in the rear, so I don't want to screw up my toe and then get really bad tire wear and damage my tires, faster than I need to. So I might just leave it at the current height today and then just pull the fenders for when I do go lower and get an alignment for that. All right, so here's the entire exhaust system. I have my PLM intermediate pipe. This is the other part of the downpipe. I have the J pipe on the car currently. That's the only thing that I have on the car right now. V-band clamp to attach that. Then I have the bolts and then the conversion from 3" to 2.5" for my OEM mid pipe or cat back, whatever you want to call it, with my Remark axle back muffler delete. That's the whole exhaust system. It's a full straight pipe, and being that it's only 2.5" piping from the cat back, it's actually not super loud. Let's see if I can show you guys. If I go like that, you might be able to see. I'm not really sure. Yeah, there you go. You see my downpipe right there. It's literally just a downpipe. The exhaust stops right there. So yeah, definitely gonna be putting this whole thing back on today. So I just attached the intermediate pipe to the mid pipe. You can see, wow, I already cut my knee. Nice. Anyways, so you can see I have, this is a 3" like down pipe / intermediate pipe, whatever you want to call it, J pipe. And then this is a 2.5" cat back. So I had to get a conversion. The same company, PLM, that made my down pipe also made this conversion. It just goes in between just so there's no exhaust leaks. And yeah, I'm gonna probably get the car inside, jack up the car, and then get the whole thing on. Alright, so the car's up on the jack stands, as you can see. Get this screw out of the way. So what I need to do is attach the rest of the exhaust from there all the way down to there. And it's easier to do it on this side, just because of the way that the exhaust is. It's closer to the left side. So that's why I'm jacking it up here and not the whole thing. So yeah, I'm gonna get started on that. guys, I'm sweating like crazy. So we got the exhaust back on. As you guys can see, my side skirt popped out. As you guys can see, we have the whole exhaust back on. The V-band clamp is on. The whole thing is on. I just need to put on the exhaust tips. You can see I have the Y pipe there. So I'm gonna do that. After that, I'm gonna get the car up in the front to the oil change, and then afterwards I'm going to be doing my rear fenders. As you guys can see, I was lower before and it actually destroyed my sidewall, and then actually rubbed on the lip a little bit too, which kind of stinks, but it's okay. So I already did some fender work, as you guys can see, but that was just rolling the inside. Now I need to actually pull it out a little bit more. Instead of just like making the inside thinner, I need to actually pull it out more. So I have that space to be able to go lower and then go like fender to lip, the same thing that's in the front. Because if I go lower, I'm just gonna destroy the lip of my wheel even worse than it is. I don't want to do that. So yeah, I'm gonna get started on putting the axle back on the car, and then I will go from there. The car is off the jack stands, so I'm just gonna go ahead and where are my keys? And go ahead and start the car, take it off. I'm excited to see what it sounds like. I don't really remember. It's been a while. Sounds so good. I miss that so much. It's so loud. Oh my god. But it's not nearly as loud as the open downpipe like I had for a long time. So I'm happy that this is finally back to the full exhaust. I miss that a lot. I'm gonna pull the car out of the driveway, out of the garage I mean, and I'm not pulling the car to the garage. I'm gonna do an oil change. I don't really know what I'm doing. I'm just gonna pull it out, look at it, give it a few revs, and pull back in, I guess. Alright, so the car's out of the garage, as you can see. I'm going to do some quick revs for you guys just so you can hear what it sounds like. It's a catless downpipe with muffler deletes and the stock catback. Man, I miss this so much. It sounds so good. Alright guys, so I'm gonna bring the car back into the garage. I want to do the oil change. It's been about 6,000 miles. I usually do it around like every 3,000 or 4,000 miles, and it's been so long. I haven't gotten around to it yet. Got a lot of things going on, and a lot of stuff I've been actually doing to the car. I know maintenance comes first, but the car's fine, so that's all that matters. Subaru says every 6,000, but since I'm tuned and like pretty much full bolt-ons, I always do like 3 or 4. So it's okay. I'm gonna do it right now. It'll be good. I have oil somewhere. I have 5W30 full synthetic right there, and I'm gonna pull the car into the garage, and yeah. The car's up in the air. It took me a while and a lot of broken tile. I'm gonna start by taking off the oil filter first. Then I'm gonna remove this cap, and then when I remove the cap at the bottom, these two things being off, it'll drain very quickly. Trying to set this up, I just broke my tripod. These little clips that hold in the camera just broke. They just snapped. So my tripod is toast. So the oil filter and the oil cap are removed. Then on the bottom here, I have to take off right there the oil cap to drain it. So before putting on the new filter, you always want to take some of the new oil and put it on this rubber piece right here. It helps it seal better. Just like that. This really only needs to be like hand tightened. You don't really need to go too crazy tight on that. Hand tightened should be enough. Alright guys, so I just got finished cleaning up all the oil, put everything away. The car has been running just to get the new oil circulating. I'm gonna take it off the jack stands and then pull it back into the garage for the third time today. But I'm gonna pull the back in first so I can jack up the rear and then do the rear fenders.